Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. It's focusing more on a research platform to help you to better educate users and getting into new protocols. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of focus here on the blue chip tokens and things like that, and less of the high percentage passive income dApps and protocols that I have been looking at over the coming weeks. This is just another tool to the toolbox basically that I want to try and bring to the channel to help users expand their crypto portfolios, but also obviously make it worth it for them. Just before we jump into it, I want to thank all subscribers. We're up to 482 at the moment. Once I get to the 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so if you're not subscribed, I'd recommend to try and subscribe now so you can take advantage of the giveaway once it launches. Obviously, I don't know exactly the details of it, but as soon as we hit the 500, I'll probably be announcing it in a video once it comes to that. So again, I appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. So the project I'm talking about is called Revelo Intel. Again, I apologize to the team if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm just going to go with Revelo Intel for the time being. The founder of this is a user called Nick Draken. Obviously, I've seen him more around the Phantom ecosystem. I follow a lot of his content for Phantom purposes anyway, because he's very knowledgeable of that area anyway, and he gives good information of it. He's often on the Block Bites pod or videos as well, so I recommend to follow him, check him out, and check out if you're looking into Phantom and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm really interested in this platform is, if you're like me, you're probably invested in a lot of different projects in different chains. So for example, I will be invested into PancakeSwap, I will be invested into Phantom, obviously AVAX, Matic, and within all them chains I have different protocols. So the likes of, on Phantom I would have SpookySwap, and on Matic I'd have in with QuickSwap, and I go even so far to the Cronus chain as well. So I focus on a lot of the different chains, try and pick the top dexes on each chain, accumulate them tokens, and then obviously I dive deeper into the chains and different protocols. So my big problem obviously with this is trying to keep up to date on information is near next to impossible. It takes up way too much of my time to see what's happening in protocols, what's the latest news, and this is where I think this potentially is a game changer if people are able to use it right. So straight off, learn faster, invest smarter, nice little catchy title to it. So they collect, organize, produce and present valuable information aimed to help both users and investors gain an information edge in the crypto space. At the moment, they have 220 entities covered, so this covers from actual users' accounts and platform protocols, and I think videos as well, podcasts and things like that. So we're well covered in a lot of it, and it's grown daily. I think he said in one of his podcasts I was listening to, or it plans to grow at a rapid pace anyway. So different areas here at the moment to break down of the products, like they have notes, consume 10 times the amount of content in less time, breakdowns, deep dive, 50 plus page research projects on specific projects, obviously access to a Discord once you become a paid member, and limited obviously NFTs if you become an early member of the platform. Notes, I'll click into now in a second. As soon as I click in, it'll log me in, and it does. So I just want to see the plans first. So the plans at the moment, we can get a free account, limited obviously access to tools and stuff like that. We can have the Eagle one, which is a yearly plan, which is $400. Not bad pricing for a yearly plan, to be honest with you. Obviously they don't have all the information that you want, so you will have limits. So project breakdowns, 1 to 2 a week, deep dive reports, 30 to 50 pages. So we can only get so much access to that anyway. Now this is going to be the same, I think, over in this one anyway. So if you go for the unlimited life access, you still only have the project breakdowns 1 or 2 a week, project timelines 1 to 2 per week, detailing material sequence of events since inception. Obviously, you have Discord access, webinars, AMAs, and then obviously you have the Eagle OG NFT, which would be, I think, would be cool. Alright. I did see. Now maybe he can correct me. I'll tweet this out and I've commented and all that, but maybe he can correct me. But I think there is only a limit to what you can use for Eagle and the Phoenix as well. So you have project breakdowns, or if it's notes, I think maybe something like that. You can track certain things. So hashtags, I think it is, and or tags, and you can only track a certain amount of them. So I'd hope maybe in the future packages they can increase that. Maybe would be, I think, a brilliant little extra added to it. But yeah, the prices, look, they're not bad. They're not bad if you're a serious investor into crypto. If you're only involved in crypto and messing around a few different protocols, it's probably not going to be for you. For me, it's, I'm looking to try and get the lifetime membership if I can. I would consider this potentially a much better investment for the long term, as opposed to some of the risky protocols that I often seem to jump into. We have a monthly subscription again, $50 a month. Would possibly be worth it for the first couple of months maybe. So, and then if it worked out, you could jump to the lifetime one. But either way, it's not bad pricing anyway, considering there's a 33% discount on it at the moment. Benefits here for NFT holders again. I'm not too worried about that part of it. So if we go to the section project breakdown, so obviously once you have the Eagle and Phoenix access, you can access these projects. So you can see here, look, they have the Aave, they have Beethoven X, Liquid Driver. Again, these are the ones that I'm involved in, obviously on Phantom Chain anyway. So the benefit of this is it gives you a lot of information without having to go through maybe the official sources to an extent. So most often, if I was wanting to find out about Beethoven or Liquid Driver, for example, I'd have to go to each individual one. If you're like me, you probably have hundreds of tabs open at the top, hence why I have the banner at the top, is just to hide them all, because it's just eyesore, to be honest with you. But an example here is they have this with GMX, which is a perpetual trading platform. So if we jump into this, you can see here it gives us a complete breakdown of the protocol. Obviously there's elements that are going to be pulling from the actual docs and the white papers and stuff like that, yes, but it gives you the complete breakdown of the system, the links, everything. It goes into detail of what it is. You can go through it, see what you're thinking. You can quickly jump between protocols that they have, obviously, and start to see what similarities they have, all in the one simple place. Gives you a breakdown of the team members. There's everything in it. Obviously, even the images have in a minute to show a little bit of context to the actual written content. You could scroll here and read here for a long time. Personally, it's going to be a massive help for me as well once I come into making more videos on different protocols. There's less having to jump around and doing reviews and finding information. I can gather information here and build out my script basically from the information I find through this service anyway. Well, so we have timelines again. It's I think it gives it to you. So the timeline brings since initially it started, so we have it here since 2020. It gives you major updates on timelines. So obviously the newest timelines are up first. So like as soon as we were to see a problem with this project, say, and major problems pop up, I'd imagine it's going to come up here. Something major has happened, or to keep an eye out on. Now, if you're in their Telegram groups, Discord groups, you probably see it anyway. But again, it's just another handy platform to see the timeline and how long a project has been up and running, and any major problems that you can see. Again, it's better than probably scrolling through their Discord announcements or Telegram announcements, so that's a good thing. We go into the notes then. So again, this is, from what I can gather in the notes section here, is this can be in relation to your own topics. So you get to pick certain tags for your account basically. So if I wanted to have tags on cross-chain and avalanche, the likes of this news would come up for me, as opposed to having this one come up for me, because it has no benefit to what I'm wanting to see. So you can pick your topics, things like that. It goes into what it was. So we have the actual Twitter space section here. I don't know if it's the entire Twitter space or is it just a snippet, but it goes into what they're talking about, who's included, the Twitter speakers, obviously all their handles, about what it is, comparing it, and whatever this topic was about. It goes through all the details, important links, and then feedback. So I presume it's just
in this Twitter Spaces Savvy DeFi host app.
So again, sorry if that was a bit loud. It goes into a bit of information about it, the key things again. So if we jump back to the news again we have other areas here that would impact us or what we're wanting to hear. So we have a Twitter news, Twitter space, with Pudgy Penguins, again, cross-chain NFTs. So if I wanted to talk about NFTs and I was interested in NFTs, this is potentially a tag. This would come up for me and allow me to see it. I miss so much Twitter space content because I just can't get to it. And I can't even think to record it or download it because I'm just so busy with different things. So this is absolutely brilliant to show what's happening in the space and keeps me updated on it. We have obviously another section of what's hot. So again, similar content. So again, you have to have the plan for it. So we have Coin Bureau weekly crypto news now. Again, obviously this is going to be on his YouTube channel, but the whole aim here is for me to stop having to jump through different things, and it's probably from the simple fact that I forget to look at different things. So local Bitcoin shut down. Obviously it was mentioned a couple of days ago about that, but again, we have all the information here that we can make better choices. So we can explore different chains. So as I said, Phantom is a chain that I'm highly active and enjoy. This gives me all major updates and stuff for the Phantom chain. So obviously we have the Phantom Foundation, we have block bytes. Again, we have presume vertical blocks is there somewhere as well, maybe. Liquid Driver, then obviously have Nick Drake, and again Spooky Swap AMA series. Again, that happened 2 weeks ago, but I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I will miss out on whatever news. We have another AMA here with Beavis and the Byte Masons. It goes into information that will keep us up to date on it. So look, that's video's going on a bit long for probably not what it is, but again, we have different people, influential people within the crypto space. You can go into it, you can learn more about them. Obviously these are mentions with his tag. If we go back again, you have other different people in it that you want to pay attention to. So here we have another section with CZ, so across the chain. So they either talk about CZ or he appears in it. I'm not 100% sure. So again, Binance Twitter AMA with CZ, so obviously he talks in that. Perfect to keep up to date again on it if you missed it. And then obviously we even have the questions and answers, which is brilliant. So as I said, really impressed with what he's after being built out here, what Nick and the team have built out. Really wanting to get the lifetime membership if I can for it. Obviously I need to try and gather funds up and stuff like that for it, but once I get the funds together on it, I'm going to start using this as a key resource going forward, and especially when I'm trying to do deep dives into new tokens and new chains and stuff like that, because I said this is it's what's needed. Just quickly here, I'm on it again. These are the projects that it's the tags basically. So now we can see 6 days ago there was a Twitter space with GMX and Beefy. If you're interested in Beefy, this is what will come up for you, and this is going to expand at a rapid pace. I think from what Nick said in one of the AMAs or podcasts or something he done. That there's an abundance of information, and it just cuts out the need to have to jump around from chain to chain and from Medium articles and Twitter spaces and stuff like that. Everything's done one space. So look, we're going to leave it there. If you're interested to learn more about it, obviously subscribe. As I said, I'm going to be trying to cover it. Obviously, so follow Nick himself and follow the Twitter account of Revelo Intel. I think it's going to be a game changer for how we research and how we do things going forward. So yeah, look, we're going to leave it there for today's video. Thanks very much for taking the time. Apologise it's so long, but to do it justice, I think I had to not drag it out, but I think to do it justice, I have to show some of the key things. There's a lot more to see on it. So again, I'm rambling. So thanks very much for taking the time and watching the video, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.